All right, welcome back to LearnWire. As you guys all know, I'm in the middle of a course launch, but really what I like to get back to is what I really enjoy doing, which is bringing you content like this, which is software reviews and software tutorials and so forth, right? So what we're going to be doing in this video is I just noticed that there's a new KoalaWriter article type. And what I've been waiting for multiple softwares, if you guys remember, I reviewed a software about a month or two ago. It was called the Magic Bookifier, and that was an AppSumo product. And I'm still waiting for them to come out with their video to blog post creator. And I think that I'm really excited for that one because I think it's going to do really well. But since then, there has been other tools that have come out. It's been more of a asked thing with these software developers. I think that a lot of customers are looking for the same thing that I'm looking for, which is and I'm curious what KoalaWriter is going to do for this. But when we scroll through right here, article type, and for the longest time, KoalaWriter only had two types. They had blog post and Amazon product roundup. This is exciting because we can choose this new feature right here, which is called YouTube video to blog post. Now, a couple of things that I think is going on in the background with this, right, is of course they're using AI. Of course they're using GPT-4. I mean, they say it right here, GPT 3.5 or GPT-4. But what's going to happen is that they're going to go out and they're going to basically be able to go out there and take your video and somehow transcribe it. I don't know what they're doing. Possibly, I mean, at a bare minimum, are they just coming over here? And I want to go and actually, I think it's fitting, and I haven't put this on my website yet, so we'll go with KoalaWriter right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just open that up real quick, push pause right there. And so this is my KoalaWriter review. I'm going to go ahead and grab this URL, but there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. And there's even a ChatGPT plugins that can go out and scrape this content as well, right? So we've really moved to a point where the technology's there. AI can do this now. And this is what a dream. I mean, there was 6 months ago, I already had this idea. And I think my thought was a little ahead of its time. But of course, I didn't want to hire a developer and spend $10,000 to have someone build this tool for me. And I'm glad I didn't, because now multiple softwares are pulling it off and doing it anyways, right? So because I like to, it would be a dream come true if I could take my content and also publish it. But the problem is, so what I was doing before, guys, is I was taking this and then I was going into a software called Descript, and then I was letting it transcribe the content. And then, I have to have my VA do a lot of editing because it is transcribing it word for word. But basically, if you can come down in here and grab the transcript, YouTube does the transcript for us, and they're going to probably be about 90% accurate. They're going to get some stuff wrong, but it's pretty good for free, that's for sure. And I don't really think any other tools are doing better than this. So we can go ahead and you could grab all this content right here, and then you could go put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, rewrite this as a blog post. And it already has all the context that it needs to write a nice formalized blog post. So I think that that's what's going on in the background, but I still want to see when you can just plug in a URL, like I just copied and just pasted in right there, and let a tool do all the work for you. I love that. And I'm willing to pay money for that, right? So right here, we are able to access the video caption. So it actually says this right here. Please note, if your captions are auto-generated, then there can be spelling mistakes. You can edit the captions on YouTube to fix them. So it is actually telling you. So before I even saw that, I made that guess, and that is what KoalaWriter is doing. That's cool.
That's pretty darn cool in my book.
I think that that's good. Let YouTube do the auto transcribing. There's no need to go out and build a whole software program and algorithm on top of your software, which is going to cost a lot of money, when you can just basically take what YouTube's already doing. And I think that that's what most tools are doing. So what does it say right here? Make sure to choose the appropriate point of view setting below, because that can have a big impact on the quality of the article. We also recommend using the outline editor to make sure the article is structured well. Okay, cool. So let's just see what we can do right here. Okay, so we have the SEO, tone of voice. Which one did it say? The appropriate point of view. So the point of view is third person. So for me, it is first person, I, me, is the way that I'm creating my video, just like I am right now. I reference myself, and it's very unscripted, and I just say I and stuff. It's not formal. And that's great because I'm doing the reviews of these software, and that's exactly what I want the article to end up being. So I'm excited to see what this is going to yield for us, right? So we've got English, SEO optimized is great. Use outline editor is what it's saying to do. I am going to stick with the 3.5 just because if you look down here, I purchased that upgraded package. I think it's like $200 a month for 250,000 words. And so I am down to my last 2,500 words. So hopefully this doesn't go bigger than 2,500 words. And I know that it'll cost more credits if I do the GPT-4. If I had more credits on my account right now, I would try the GPT-4 out. But we're going to go with the GPT 3.5. And I'm going to go ahead and select the use outline editor. And I'm going to say create outline, right? So it's going to go out there. And right now, what it's going to do is it has to come back over here and it has to go and grab that transcript right here, okay? And you can even toggle timestamps off. It's going to grab all this and then it's going to structure it. And then based on the content, it's going to come up with its AI generated outline. And so let's go check this out right now. So here's what we've got: the introduction. We've got overview of KoalaWriter. So that's already wrong. And so what do we want to do, guys? Do I want to just go and we do have to make this fix, right? We've got to make this fix. I could go in here and edit this. And I don't know if I fix it right here, if this is going to change anything. And that's what we're going to do actually. KoalaWriter is one word. I'm going to actually write it the way that KoalaWriter does. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to also, I need to turn this tool off over here. I've been using this a lot, this voila. I've been using that to send emails. That's been really awesome, but I need to turn that off right now. Cool. So I unpinned that so I can push save. Couldn't even get to the save button because that was in the way, but we do need to go fix these. So I'm going to go do that real quick. So I do like how it is going to be loaded with keyword. We have testing KoalaWriter, pricing of KoalaWriter, features of KoalaWriter. So it is doing an amazing job. It's doing everything that I wanted it to do, which is take my 25-minute unscripted video that is really kind of unorganized, the way that I do my videos, and actually come up with a real outline and come up with an article, right? So I can go publish it on my website. So this is really, really cool, exciting. We have testing of KoalaWriter. It's only giving us 3 H2s, and then it's going to go at the H3 sections right here. So choosing a keyword, selecting the type of content, using the outline editor, results of KoalaWriter tests. So I'm going to go over here and we need to fix that one last keyword right there. And fix that right there. So results of the KoalaWriter tests, so save. I think that's pretty good. We could also go with a conclusion. So I'm going to add one section and we're just going to say conclusion. And we could say something like, should you buy it? Stuff like that, right? So we've got our H2s broken down to H3s. This looks really good. We fixed the keyword right there. And so now we'll see when it actually writes, will the AI understand that the KoalaWriter, instead of RIDER, writer, if it's going to be fixed or not, or will I have to do some editing to the article and so forth, right? So we'll have those answers in a minute. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, and write the article. So KoalaWriter review, amazing AI writer that does live scraping. In this article, we'll be exploring KoalaWriter, an AI writing tool that promises to save time and effort by doing the research and live scraping for you. We'll be testing it out with a semi-difficult keyword, top 10 best toaster ovens, to see how well it performs in terms of providing factual information and relevant background details. While KoalaWriter is not the only AI writing tool available, we'll be comparing its pricing and features to other popular tools in the industry such as Jasper and OpenAI Playground. Key takeaways: KoalaWriter. So it got KoalaWriter right for the rest of the remaining of the article. This is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We do have some stuff right over here like ChatGPT. So that ChatGPT needs to be fixed. And then but we will fix that, right? And so we're at the testing of KoalaWriter as an AI writer. So I don't really see where it's saying I and using that first person. Let's see right over here, pricing of KoalaWriter. I also see that this is an H2 and that's an H3, but right here, this probably should have been like this pricing. That should be at least an H3 at minimum, right? And I don't think that it is. I think the key takeaways might be an H3 and then these ones right here are not. So I will probably update that, but so far so good. So let's look at the overall real quick. As someone who writes a lot of content, I'm always, okay, so it did use I'm right here. This is exactly what I'm looking for in a real review. I actually reviewed the software, and that's what Google is looking for. If Google's going to publish my content and rank it high, it wants to see that I'm talking as if I own the software. I'm really testing the software. And this is exactly what, like the EAT, what is that? The authoritativeness of your content and your profile on your website and so forth, right? And so that is exactly what I do. And what my brand on my website, learnwirepro.com, is what I'm trying to achieve. So this is really, really good, guys. I'm always looking for ways to make my job easier. That's why I was excited to try KoalaWriter, an AI writing tool that promises to save me time, blah, blah, blah. In this section, I'll give you the overview of KoalaWriter, including its features and pricing. It goes right into features. Features of KoalaWriter. KoalaWriter offers a number of features that make it stand out from the other AI writing tools. One of the most impressive is its ability to do live scraping of results and gather factual information. This is especially useful for more difficult topics that require research. KoalaWriter also has a chat engine called Koala Chat, which is similar. So those are all things that are true. It's getting it right. Pricing. I would like to see this into a chart. And that's one thing that KoalaWriter, like AgilityWriter has and ZimWriter have on Koala. Koala is not developing like charts and tables. And that's the only thing that I see it really missing. I would love to see them implement some charts and so forth. Like if we could actually put next to it chart or table. If I'm mistaken, guys, if it does that already and I'm missing that, leave a comment below. Yeah, it does that. It does it like Agility, because Agility, you can actually put a dash next to an H2 and say table, and it will actually create a table during that H2, which is super, super cool. But other than that, other than no charts, Koala is really, really on point and doing a really good job. So KoalaWriter's pricing is reasonable for the features it offers. The tool has the different pricing plans, with the lowest starting at $9 a month. The most expensive is $179 per month for 500,000 words. That part is actually not true. It even goes higher than that. It goes way higher than that. You can spend like a $900 a month, but it does have another plan right there. The $179 for 500 words, we'll go and check that part out. But other than that, pretty good stuff. I might want to add a couple more of the pricing tiers right there. Testing of KoalaWriter, choosing a keyword. Another cool thing that I like about this content is that the paragraphs are very short. This is like the longest paragraph right here, and I like that. Everything's chopped up, and that last conclusion is a little long as well. It did add that conclusion. It didn't add it as an H2. So there's a couple things that, that I notice. This should have been an H2, the conclusion, but it did write it in there. It just didn't write the H2. Selecting the type of content using the outline editor. Koala offers an outline editor that can automatically generate a robust outline. So overall, I mean, this is really impressive. This is pretty much exactly what I am looking for to create blog posts based on my unscripted YouTube videos. This is insane. I love it. And it's going to be writing the content in first person like I asked it to. And then also it's going to be writing it from a perspective of it's going to be factual. It got all these right. It is $9 a month on the lowest plan. It does have a $179 a month for 500,000 words. So it is accurate. It's basically 100% accurate. It just left out the other pricing plans that are past that tier right there. But overall, I'm very impressed with this. Very, very impressed. So the results with KoalaWriter test. I recently tested KoalaWriter on the topic of the best toaster ovens using the Amazon product roundup feature. I inputted the keyword target, best toaster ovens, and selected 5 different products and blah, blah, blah. KoalaWriter generated an outline right there. Therefore, I went back and selected Amazon. So this is real true testing. But notice, if I tried to just grab the transcript that YouTube provides or that Descript provides, it's going to require probably 30 minutes of content editing. It's hard to organize it and so forth. So this is taking the context of it's like, this is the backfill, right? This is the actual information that is real, right? 25 minutes of content right here of me reviewing a software live. And there's not going to be a whole lot. When I review some of these softwares that are brand new on AppSumo and so forth, there's no other content on the internet like it. I'm the first one creating the actual honest review. And so there isn't any other URLs to scrape. And that's what makes this so powerful. Okay, so then I went back, blah, blah, blah. So this is just a nice flow, a really nice article. Overall, I found that KoalaWriter is a great AI writer that can be generated to generate high quality content for difficult topics that require research. The pricing is also reasonable compared to other AI writing tools, especially considering the live scraping feature. And that's exactly 100% sounds like something I would have said. And it did. And it is what I said. In conclusion, KoalaWriter seems to be a promising blah, blah, blah. The pricing may be higher than some other tools, but it is still reasonable compared to industry leaders like Jasper. Overall, if you're looking for an AI writing tool that can do the heavy lifting for you, KoalaWriter is definitely worth considering. I think this is just a really good article. Ended up being only 921 words. So it took a 25-minute video of me speaking without any, word gaps or silences. So I would have to estimate that that was probably a 5,000 words or more of content. And it was able to condense that into a really nice 900 word article. I don't know what I would be able to do to make this longer. I guess we would manually add H2s in here to make it longer to try to get that up. But I think that for these kind of reviews, the quick read and around 1,000 words is actually going to be perfect for ranking. So overall, I'm really, really impressed with this. And so what I can do is I don't have my LearnWire channel hooked to this, but what I can do is I can go and just copy this, right? We can copy, and then I can go into my channel real quick. And I haven't shared this channel with, I don't put it in the descriptions or anything, but essentially what I'm doing with this is trying to get more traffic on Google for the work that I do on YouTube. So I'm going to come over here. I'm actually going to go into YT Evolution, and I'm going to go over to my channels and lists, and I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to go over to that video right over here. And if you guys want me to do like a review of what this actual plugin is, then it's basically from Chris Derenberger. He created this software. It's pretty cool because I'm going to be able to come over here into, where is it? KoalaWriter review. I'm going to go publish, and then I'm going to push edit, and then the video is already going to be there. It's going to be super cool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and come down here. I'm going to get rid of some of this YouTube description that I don't need, like the subscribe right there. I can leave the disclaimer in there. And also I'm going to leave that, remove that part. Okay. So then basically what we're going to do is I'm just going to push return and Control V. So it pasted in there. It does keep the formatting, but right over here, like this right here, I'm going to go in and make this I'm going to make it an H3. Make that an H3, and then make the pricing an H3 as well. So, just literally a couple extra edits right here. And then the conclusion right here, I'm going to go like this, conclusion, and then we'll make that an H2 as well. And just like that, we've got our nice, I'll probably put a return right here. And so we've got our nice article. And then what we can do is grab our button right over here, copy, and we can go and, maybe add a button. I'm going to save or update, I guess. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to actually convert to blocks now at this point, because adding the buttons works better when you have the blocks in there. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to go over here and add a button. And I'm just going to say, check out KoalaWriter here. And then I'm going to just put the link in. There's my affiliate link. Cool. And then I'm going to go and just add one more over here. Put a button, and I'm just going to add the button real quick. And then we'll just add that link in right there. And so we've got our buttons, and we're going to go ahead and push publish, update. And then I'll show you what this looks like. I guess KoalaWriter review, I just need to go and set the basic. I need to put this under software reviews. And then I need to come over here, get rid of the site title real quick. Just doing the basic SEO stuff that you would do. Up here, I would also fix KoalaWriter review and take all this off for the URL slug and update. And then we need a meta description. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to go to ChatGPT real quick and just going to put that in right there. Unleash your creativity with Koala, a sublime writing tool, blah, blah, blah. And we've got our meta description right there. Okay. So I'm going to grab that, go back over to the editor and just scroll down here and throw that in for the meta description. And we have our category set, and we don't need the featured image on this theme because I'll show you. Let's come over here. We'll just go visit the site. And you'll see that this is what it looks like now. So this is my site. I've got work to do. I don't have any links up here and so forth, but this is indexed and is getting traffic and so forth. So super cool. But you'll be able to come see right here. This is the post that we just created, and I have my video already there. And then we have links right here. So, this is really, really good stuff right here. And it's David Mills right here. It'll tell you it's a 5-minute read and so forth. So really, really good stuff. This is my LearnWire site. I might need to get rid of that. I don't know if we need, oh yeah, we just need to get rid of that real quick. So I just need to go back into edit post. So that's why it's always good if you have a legitimate site, it's going to be a money site. I want to make sure that you come in here and make sure that there isn't anything weird after you make a post. And right here, I'm going to make that introduction to KoalaWriter heading, and it's an H2. So now we're looking really good. Update preview. And there we go. Got our video, introduction to KoalaWriter, key takeaways, and the buttons, and it looks really, really good. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial on the new feature in KoalaWriter where you can actually take a YouTube video. And for me, specifically and more particularly, it works well for my style of videos, which are unscripted, but this will work like gangbusters for content that was already scripted, right? And it'll just basically rewrite it and so forth. So this is really, really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to go check out Koala, there'll be a link below. I'll see you in the next video.